Hello and welcome to History of Dragon Ball. Today we are looking at the top 5 best Gohan moments.
I can never forgive you for what you've done!
One of my favourite all-time Dragon Ball characters is Gohan. He has had some of the best moments throughout the entire series. He is the character that I basically grew up alongside, first watching him as a kid when I was 2, to becoming a teenager and older as I went through school myself. It just created that great connection with the character, and meant that when Gohan was given those epic moments, they just felt all the better to me. So I'm going to go through my top 5 list of best Gohan moments throughout the series, and I'll be very interested to see if you all agree or disagree with my choices at the end. So we are actually going to start at number 5 with a moment that comes from Dragon Ball Super and not Z. Although in the early parts of Super, Gohan has very much stepped away from being a fighter, by the time of the Tournament of Power saga, he is brought back into that fighting lifestyle, starting to take his training a bit more seriously again and rediscover his true Ultimate Gohan form. The Tournament of Power requires Universe 7 to assemble the very strongest fighters and develop a clever strategy to survive the Battle Royale. Considering the team has the likes of Goku and Vegeta, it is Gohan that is appointed as Universe 7's team leader, and this title is something Gohan definitely does not take lightly. Gohan's concern and focus on Universe 7's performance shows true dedication and a return to the character that we had all hoped he would grow into. So although not necessarily the most epic in terms of action, this moment for him as a character is a very good place to start off our list. Now moving on, we go all the way back to when he was just a kid, back at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. At this point, Gohan had no clue about the kind of power that he possessed deep down. The first glimpse anyone truly sees of this is when Raditz comes to Earth to recruit Goku. During the battle between the brothers and Piccolo, Goku is easily overpowered by Raditz and is about to kill him. However, Gohan gets upset and this causes him to unleash some of his hidden power. The sheer anger produced a yellow aura around him, breaking the pod that he was trapped inside of, and going on to deal more damage to Raditz than Goku had himself. This is also a nice moment when you compare it to how Goku was first introduced in the original Dragon Ball series, as he was a child lifting a car over his head. That moment signaled that Goku was just an extraordinary child. And as the series progressed, and audiences learned that his potential to become more powerful was just limitless. So although this is slightly different with Gohan, with him being a bit more of a quiet and shy child, he gets a similar moment here by doing, like I said, more damage to Raditz than either Goku or Piccolo could themselves. So this is why Angry Gohan vs Raditz deserves a place on our list. And now, moving on, as we carry on through Dragon Ball Z, we reach the time where Gohan has travelled to planet Namek with Krillin and Bulma. This is a tense period in the series as Goku has remained on Earth to recover from his battle with Vegeta before he can travel himself. So there are concerns over whether he'll be able to arrive before it is too late. So before Goku is able to get there in time and save the day, Gohan steps up to play an important role on Namek. Vegeta is there as well, also being far stronger than Gohan. But when it comes down to it, that does not stop an angry Gohan from once more tapping into his rage and taking the fight to Frieza after he has impaled Krillin on his horns. He shows that even as a child he is able to stand toe to toe with the likes of a second form Frieza, and there is definitely a mistake to push him too far. And so that is why this moment to me deserves number 3 on our list. And now we're going to go for a quick bonus entry here before revealing in what order our top 2 entries have come in at. And this one is from the alternate timeline of Future Trunks with Future Gohan. During the History of Trunks special, Gohan makes the ultimate sacrifice. He knocks out Trunks to prevent him from confronting the androids, despite knowing how high his chance of defeat was in a 1-on-2 fight. Gohan willingly accepted the inevitable, trusting that Trunks would be the one to step up as the planet's new sole defender. Gohan's death is the catalyst for Trunks' Super Saiyan transformation, and shows that in this timeline, Gohan was the hero that the planet truly needed at this point. But as this is the alternate timeline, that is why this one is only gonna count as a bonus entry. And now moving on to our top 2. At number 2, we will go with the arrival of Ultimate Gohan. To me, Gohan's coolest form has to be when his true dormant power is unleashed in the Buu saga. This form does not require turning Super Saiyan. It possesses just a simple white aura around him and his hair becoming a bit more spiky, but other than that, looking quite normal, emphasizing his wish to follow more of his human side than his Saiyan one. As Gohan arrives to face Super Buu, he is now wearing his father's gi. He has no fear, walks right up to Buu, and with a smile on his face delivers one of the single greatest lines in Dragon Ball Z.
Fight you? No, I want to kill you.
This version of Gohan ticks all the boxes. He is at last at his full potential and oozes confidence. This is well and truly the Gohan we were promised from the very beginning. And despite it being Goku that ultimately is the one who takes down Buu, the Gohan encounter with Super Buu feels momentous in many ways of its own. For this short time, Gohan is treated like the main character, and the framing of shots even intentionally replicates scenes from the Saiyan arc to emphasize how the story has truly come full circle. I found it very hard to pick between this moment and our final top pick, and day to day I may actually change my mind which is my true number 1, but for today, at this moment, Ultimate Gohan is at number 2. So now to move on to our top ever best Gohan moment, which is the fight against Cell. It can be forgotten that during the Cell saga, Gohan is only about 9 years old. But despite this, he was able to break through his barrier and transform into Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. Trying to pick just one moment from this battle is so hard, so I'm going to package them all into one. From Gohan's initial breaking point and transforming fully into an ascended Super Saiyan, to effortlessly destroying all of the Cell Juniors, to toying with a perfect Cell that no one else had managed to match up to beforehand. This version of Gohan is a sight to behold. Topping the battle is when Gohan and Cell have their battle of beams in that final effort to end it all. At this point, he is lacking both in confidence and with the use of his left arm. Gohan feels he was a fool for his overconfidence before and is ready to give up. But Goku telepathically encourages Gohan to fire a mighty one-armed Kamehameha wave, with Goku himself appearing in spirit form to represent passing the torch from father to son, albeit only temporarily in the end. So, as Vegeta delivers Cell a distracting blow, Gohan's outline appears approaching Cell through the mist of energy in arguably the most visually impressive shot of the entire series, ending the most intense beam struggle the franchise has ever produced. It's Dragon Ball Z's action at its biggest and at its best, and finally we get to see Gohan living up to that potential that has been bigged up all the way up until this point. And so really, that is why this moment has to top our list of top 5 best Gohan moments.
Now's your chance!
And so there we have it, our top 5 best Gohan moments. I hope you enjoyed it, but now I would like to know from all of you. How do you feel about my list? Have I missed any points out that really should have been included? Or would you just like to simply reorder my list? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this in the comments below. And now that we are at the end, I would please like to ask you to not forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel as well, as these things will massively help us grow. So thank you once more if you have managed to reach the end of the video with me, and I will see you next time on History of Dragon Ball.